welcome to Fishing Squad. We're on a different mark today with the lures on the Pollack, hopefully, or maybe a bass. We've got two setups. Right, I've had to cut this intro short because the wind noise is just horrendous. Basically, I've got two setups. I've got a Timu 8-foot spinning rod here that reckons it can cast 5 ounce. It's got an EK 7000 on it loaded with £50 braid, all off Timu. Then the lure choice that I was going to put on this was a 60 gram jig. I apologise for the wind noise once again. So the next rod I've got happens to be off Marketplace. I'm just showing you the jig now. So it's all cheap tackle. This is the jig, it's 60 grams, it's in pink. So it should fly out that. Yeah, the wind was a problem. Looking back, it was a decent intro as well, which is a shame. But that can happen, can't it? You don't get a chance to play stuff back sometimes when you're out on the marks. To be fair, it wasn't a too bad day weather-wise. So this is the other rod. It's a 9-foot spinning rod. This is an Italian one. It's Dip Astral. This can cast 80 grams, up to 80 grams. And I'm just putting a set of mackerel feathers on here with this with 2 ounce lead. So we'll give ourselves two options to interchange between both methods. We'll just see how we get on. We've got some set. Well, these are mackerel feathers, but the sabiki style. So small hooks just to get us off the mark with a fish, basically. So I've had a couple of casts out, nothing yet. Yeah, I've got to be careful on these rocks now. It's more dangerous, like I say. In this rock I'm on, it's slope straight in Just getting a feel for the mark. Might have to put 3 ounce on actually, I don't know, we'll see. They've got a bit of a side wind cutting across us, that east. There's still a bit of an easterly from yesterday. I don't know what the hell's happening with this rail arm. There's been no end of that, I think. Yeah, you get what you pay for, don't you? These reels are like 10 quid. You get what you pay for. But we'll upgrade it. This is just part of my channel, just trying to do a bit something different. Tonight we're going to do some bass as well, so just doing something different, guys, isn't it? I've got a little multiplier as well, a Timu mule multiplier. We'll just see how that casts, won't it, off here. I used it on the beach the other day, it was pretty decent to be fair. It's a bit like an Abu 6500, but shit. Basically. It's a coffee. It's a good coffee. Well, I think you'll need a bit of weight on to get it to cast. Well, we've got a bit of sun now. This stiff breeze is a bit breezy on this left hand side. It's cutting across us like it was on the marble fish yesterday. We're just hoping for an early mackerel, to be honest. I think we're on about the 20th, is it 20th of April today? I think it's clean ground as well out there. I've been reluctant to let it sink too much at the moment. Just give it plenty of long drawbacks, wind that slack in. Sometimes you'll get hit when your line's slack. You know, when you do the drawback, when you go to wind the slack in, you'll get the sensation because your line won't sink. That bit of slack it creates won't sink because fish have picked it up, and you can just tell you're in straight away. It's a beautiful morning to be out. We'll just see. Honestly, this mark is sheer, really sheer behind us. It's really impressive. There's some mad views. It's about 2 hours after, an hour and a half after the low, I think, ish. I don't think it's the deepest at low water, just straight off the front of it. Oh, I thought I just had a take then. Felt like something had a little go at me. Well, like I said, I've got them sabiki things on, Hawkeye rig. I think they're NGT Hawkeye rig. We might mix it up a bit as time goes on. Might put something on that's a bit more visual. The water's very clear. To say we've had probably in the last week, probably 6 months of the rain. It's been shocking. That's what it feels like. Just enjoying the morning, innit? We've got a nice cold coffee there on the rocks, ready for the climb back up. We're going to give it till about 11 o'clock. It's about 9:15 now. I think I just touched bottom there. I thought I was in. We'll just enjoy the mark, have a bit of a look round. Like I say, we don't give marks away very often. It's not our place to do that. It's definitely when you've never fished somewhere before, you know. So I'll have a couple more chucks off this front here, and we might drop down the side on the corner here. Chucks off there, they've got a lobster pot just to our right. It's not within casting range with these rods, by the way, but just off the point here, just off the corner, might be a bit more comfortable for us if we get on a ledge, because it'll be sheltered out this easterly. We'll see. We might try something a bit more visual as well. We'll see. We'll be back in a sec though. Enjoy yourself. Update, I've just lost the Pollack. This drop down here, really difficult to get it in. It was hooked on the top hook on the jig. I just cast the jig out first cast. It barely hit the bottom. And I give it one of them and it just went bang. I thought I was stuck. And it's give a good account of itself. It hooked side on with that top hook. Got it in down here, went to lift it, it just dropped off, but that was a positive start. I've had a couple of casts since then. Not much has happened. And these jigs are a little bit soft. So, yeah, we'll have a few more casts. I've got a Savage Gear Seeker lure in my bag as well. I might try that next. Let's have a few more casts of this and we'll see how we get on. I'm going to try the Savage Gear Seeker lure. 30 gram that. It's half the weight that we were casting, but hopefully the air will be better and sink better, I think. Well, not sink with a bit of finesse, if you like. So we'll give it a go. That's the one. Change methods again. We've got these daylight feathers on with a 3-ounce lead. Because this side wind, I just don't think it's very good with light lures. I think we just need a bit more weight on just to get by with this wind, if you like. This rod's rated to just shy of 3, but it casts alright, so we'll give it a go. Yeah, so just all that's happened so far is I cast the Timu suppose rod that can cast 5 ounce out. First cast with that pink jig on, it hit the bottom. I just give it one of them and it went bang. And then I've got a fish on, it's taking line off at drag because it was upside on. It was like trying to pull it, I just had to pull it through, and I got it in just below me, and I went to lift, thinking it'd be hooked on the treble as well. It dropped off. It was about £2. We'll keep going, obviously, and we'll just see if we can catch something, basically. It's a lovely mark. I'd expect as the sea starts picking up to come in, some fish, we might get something. We're not fishing for long, so I put these on, 1, to try and get a fish, and 2, to obviously cut through the wind better, but if we do catch something, we might go back to the 60 gram jig, because that wasn't too bad. We might try it on this rod, because we might be able to get it out further. It's just learning the technique for jigging, isn't it? It's only up and down, I know, but when you're off the shore at a 45-degree angle to whatever's on the end of your rig, whether it be a jig or a lead, it's quite awkward to get the right angle. If anyone's got a video to suggest to look at, or even if you want to show me what sort of technique's best for him, I'd be curious to just know, because I don't know if I've just took that fish by chance. It can't be, can it? If you're jigging, you're just up and down, aren't you? But unless there's something else you can do with it, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing we haven't caught out now. Oh, it's a lovely mark, honestly. The water's clear enough to be catching fish, it is. Just sometimes then pollock they go hard on the bottom and they don't take any. I've had small sessions at this like this time, you know, early in the year. Where they're not interested in feathers. You put a bit of squid on and they bang straight on it. Literally, I think that jig must have dropped at the side of one of them because it were instant. We have got some other lures, but they're just too light. Too light for these conditions. The wind isn't like massively strong, but it's just enough to create that bow in your line and lift a light lure up to the surface too quickly. There's another couple of bits just round here that we might try before we pack up. I might be in actually. I think I'm stuck. Well, I didn't expect to get stuck. It's pulling through, I think. Did then a little bit. Nah. Yeah, this might be a cut. Now we'll leave it in. Everybody loses gear, don't they? Time or another. There must be some tide run that's picked up because that's Broder's ride, isn't it? I cast it out, I let it sing. And it's got snagged up right close in. Right, I'm just going to knock this off and then I'll pull for a break. There's too much going off with camera on as well. So I've got a little rod out to the side here, I don't know if you can see it. I lost that last set of feathers, I think I already said that once I heard. I've had quite a few chucks out now and nothing. So we'll keep going. Sea's starting to lift up a bit. It's getting a bit more depth. It is fairly deep off here actually, even at low tide. I didn't think it would be, but it is. We've got a few bays either side of us and they look pretty shallow. So the only exciting thing we've had is that Pollack so far. The Pollack that dropped off here out of the edge of the cliff, I didn't get it on camera. But it was an exciting moment. Rather disappointing as well. I thought, oh, we'll be into them no problem now. Definitely. We've got 20 minutes with this. Put a jig on for 10 more minutes, then we're going to get off, I think. We'll won't just leave the wrasse rig out unless we can't bother to knock any more limpets off, to be honest. I end up just making a little simple wrasse rig up. Yeah, so nothing on that truck. I'll knock camera off for a bit and then we'll see what happens. I've had to work for it a bit this morning. We've got a Pollack, not as big as the one I lost. But we've still got one, and that's what I've come for, but we'll keep going and see if we can get some more. Hopefully now this tide's picked up a bit, maybe, might be something a bit better. So we'll knock him, have a picture with him. We'll knock him, have a picture with him, and we're going to put back. Right then guys, well, I'll just put in my full T-Move setup back out with braid. I'll put a different colour jig on because we've got some sun. The wind's eased up a bit. We've got a bit more depth of water, which means when I stand on the bit where we're filming and when I was casting at the start of the video, and well, you know, most of the video what you've seen on film sort of thing, I'll not be lifting it out of the water as quickly, if you like. So I'll have 10 casts and we're going to get off. At least we're not blanking though, which is always good on a new mark to me. So we'll give it a go. Give it a go with this jig, then we're going to get off. I'm going to be happy with me. I've just lost another Pollack. Whoa. I'm working out how to agitate these jigs. You need to go like that with them. Because you're reeling them in. Give them a good. So what happens is, it lifts it up and drops it down. I'm in again. It's just agitating the lure. Yeah, it's called jigging, Carl, isn't it? Lifting it up and dropping it down. It's not a big one, but hey, a fish is a fish this morning. Again, it's only finally up. This drop here. Oh, it's well up that. Yeah, get in. It's called jigging, isn't it? Lifting it up and dropping it down. It's it. That's why it's called a jig, unfortunately. Oh my God, you don't want to get this on camera really, but it has gone through his eye. We'll try and, oh, I think we might just. It's like on the surface of his eye. I've carefully got it out of him. So, only another tiddler. His eye don't look too clever. But fish is a fish, isn't it? Let's have another cast out quick. He swam off no problem, like. So technically, we could have had 4. But this wind's dropped. It's totally dropped nearly now, like almost. And we're able to work this jig how we want to work it. So let's flick it out again. Need to jig it, Carl. That's why it's called a jig, isn't it? Eh? So we can just get you a little bit more involved with things. Oops. There we go. Right, so we'll let it sink on the bottom. Then when you reel it in, work it. Work it. So I hooked up into fish on back-to-back casts then. I'll stand it at sea so you can see me clearer. I'm guessing it's a bit of extra depth, a bit more light water, slightly. And there's fish, the fish are on it, so nice one. Last, well, a couple more casts I'm going to get off, I think. Let's got you a fish for the camera. It's funny that, isn't it? A jig that you have to jig. It took me all of 30 casts to work out exactly the correct motion, but some aggressive just tick waves like that, makes it come up in the water then drop back down. Jigs. It would just the side would, you know, like, because you side on, aren't you, to the lure when you cast out. It was just working out what I needed to do, you know, to make it work, if you like. I'm going to have one more cast, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I've lost another one and caught another one, because truthfully, I don't want to leave, but I've got to, because I've got family down this weekend. Well, picking kids, so I've got to leave. But it's a stunning mark, this, and I'll definitely be back. So we'll film this last reel in. We'll see if we can get something. Let it sink quite a bit. Almost. I'm going to sound really even more stupid now. It lifts it up off the bottom, doesn't it, and makes it flutter back down. That's what the Pollack are attracted to. They could, when it's fluttering back down, they're below it, I think. The second one I lost, the one before I got on camera there, it seemed to hit the lure, then come off, I thought. And I hit into it again, I struck into it to make sure it worked. I think I pulled the hook a little bit too far forward, and it only delicately hooked in the side of its mouth. It definitely stimulates it to have a go. They fully commit to it. Notice I'm using the blue one as well rather than the pink one. change it. Well, truthfully, I took one of the hooks off to make the RAS rig. Right, one more cast, last cast. We'll chuck it more this way, that way. It seems a bit snaggier straight off the front of here. Obviously, we know Pollack like kelp, the like rocks, rough ground. We'll let plenty of line out, let it sink, and then we'll reel it inside onto it like this, shaking it like that. Just every now and again. Wind, jerk. Wind, jerk. Wind, jerk. That's how we upturn. So one more cast. Try and get one. We need to get another one, don't we? But it don't matter if we don't. Well, definitely the last cast this one. I'm hoping it'd be a mackerel, that last one, like, to be fair. I've been hoping all will be mackerel. So I've had one on the feathers. I've had 3 pickups on the jig. And only one landed. The first one we lost were a decent one, like. We hooked side on though, and its side of its, like it back of its neck was side on. But had to be quite aggressive to get a take, you know. Oh, I'm going to have to have another cast, boys and girls. Right. Last cast. It's going to kill me. Well, let's get a bit of footage for you and all that. So letting it sink quite a bit. We want to be near as close to the bottom, if not on the bottom. I think it's clean where I'm casting to, so. I definitely like it when you do that way, because there's bang into it. There must have been a little shoal that come round just then, you know. So I've actually had fish back-to-back casts. Lost one and then caught one. Lost an half decent one, you know. A good table size one. They're too small to keep what we've just caught. But coming quite close into the rock now, but still quite deep. They've gone. So that's it, guys. Right, I'm going to go tackle down and we'll have a chat. Then, guys, well, that's it. Not the best session, not the worst. Come out, let's go a quick rerun of the session. We've come out with some cheap Temu gear, some slightly better bits here and there. We've caught a few fish, 2. We've lost a couple of fish, and overall we've really enjoyed ourselves, to be honest. Now I've got to go back up, that's the only trouble, but it's given me a food for thought with a few things. And above all, what I love about marks like this is well, I'm saying it, I'm surprised. It's Easter Sunday, I'm surprised there's no one else down. I saw someone on a mark that way. You'll know where it is if you know where I am. A more popular mark. Like he was spinning. We're hoping for a first mackerel of the year. I think we've got to backtrack a bit and just think primarily you don't want a blank deer when you come fishing. So we're happy. We're happy. Them jigs works, as you could see. If you jig the jigs, you catch the fish. So we're happy with that. When you come down onto these marks, whatever fishing you're doing, always just bring a drink with quite a bit of it's good to have on with a bit of sweet content. This is a Starbucks Frappuccino. It's a cold one, so it's not like red hot today or anything, so it's quite refreshing. So yeah, if you work the jigs, if you jig the jigs, you'll catch the fish. That's all I'm leaving this video on now. I don't know if you can even see me. The light is, I look like a silhouette from what I can see. So it is what it is, that. So we're going to head back up. I'm going to try and knock this climb out in about 10 minutes. I should be able to do it with all this gear, I reckon. So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've loved it. I could do with staying down here for another 3 hours, but got to go back up. I think what we'll do is we'll have this light set up with these 2 rods, and we'll bring some little rigs as well with wrasse, and occasionally we'll bring some worm with us. You know, so we've got options if we're struggling with lures, because it's good sport, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have to go. Right, see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Don't forget to bang the subscribe. We don't charge on this channel. It's all free, so enjoy. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.